Hey there, everyone. Can you believe it? We reached 10,000 subscribers in just under 6 months. So, thank you, everyone. And to celebrate, we're diving into something super interesting: how Gen Z is transforming or maybe even destroying the English language. Did you know that Gen Z has created hundreds of new words in the past few years? Let's explore how this is changing the way we communicate. But first up, I just want to say that I'm kind of a traditionalist. I grew up reading Shakespeare, so this is challenging for me. But I'm willing to dive in and unveil what's going on. Language is always evolving, but the speed at which Gen Z is changing English has left many traditionalists, such as myself, scratching their heads. I mean, terms like simp, stan, chuggy, I have no idea what some of them mean, but they've burst onto the scene, leaving some people, myself included, wondering if Gen Z is destroying the English language or simply giving it a fresh twist, like a new coat of paint or new curtains. So, what's the challenge? Well, understanding and accepting that language is meant to evolve. So, I'm going to dive into this session with an open mind. I'm NASA native English speaker, CELTA certified, and yeah, I admit it, a traditionalist, but today I'm willing to consider this with a really open mind. So what's happening? Gen Z is reshaping English with a mix of creativity and brevity. So, you know that letter K instead of OK? Yeah, brevity. Great GR8. Okay. Slang, memes, and digital communication are at the heart of this transformation. It's all about text messaging, wanting to be creative, wanting to be quick. Now, do you remember what a ghost used to be? Yeah, it was only used in the context of horror movies, Dracula and things like that. Well, nowadays, it refers to cutting off communication. Have you ever been ghosted? Please join the conversation. Let me know in the comments. And have you ghosted anyone? Next up, we have vibe check. What's a vibe check? Like a sound check? Yeah, kind of. So a vibe check means assessing someone's mood. And what does no cap mean? Does it mean no cap? No, actually, it means no lie. These words aren't just trends, they're becoming part of everyday language, which is why, whether we like it or not, we need to learn them so we understand when Gen Z is talking to us. So let's dive into some specific Gen Z words that are changing the way we speak. I'll break down their pronunciation, meaning, and how you can use them in a sentence. So let's start with simp. Simp like chimp? Okay. But what is a simp? A simp is someone who does way too much for someone they like, usually in a romantic context. So he's always buying her gifts, even though she doesn't like him back. What a simp. Have you ever been accused of being a simp? Next up, we have stan. And what does stan mean? Well, it's kind of a verb. To stan someone means to be an overzealous or obsessive fan of a celebrity or popular figure. So I totally stan Beyonce. Actually, I don't. I'm not a huge Beyonce fan. Don't hate me for saying that. I totally used to stan Michael Jackson. There, I just gave away my age. I'm really old. His performances were legendary. Who do you stan? And chuggy? I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. Chuggy. What is chuggy? Something chuggy is out of date or trying too hard, especially in a way that was once trendy. So hey, if I wear skinny jeans with Ugg boots, that's so chuggy, right? It's so chuggy. Out of date, I'm trying too hard. And vibe check, like a sound check, but for vibes. So a vibe check is a spontaneous assessment of someone's energy or someone's mood. So hey, before we head out, let's do a vibe check. Are we feeling this party? So what do I mean by that? Well, how does everyone feel? Are we excited about going to this party? Vibe check. And back to cap and no cap. No cap. What does no cap mean? That I'm not wearing a cap? No. No cap means I'm being honest or truthful. That movie was amazing. No cap. Her dress is stunning. No cap. Okay, so it's basically saying, I'm being honest. I'm being truthful. Okay, no cap. Ghosting. Ghosting is when somebody suddenly stops communicating without any explanation. She ghosted me after our third date. Just disappeared. Ghosted. Next up, salty. Salty. What does feeling salty mean? It means being bitter or resentful. So he's still salty about losing that game last week. Do you know someone who is often salty? They bitter or they are resentful? Kind of sad, right? So if someone is being salty or feeling salty, it means they are being bitter or resentful. Oh, I like this one. This is really a new one. I like it. Main character energy. Main character energy. Are you feeling it? Vibe check, people. Vibe check. Main character energy. What does having main character energy mean? Well, it means living your life like you're the star of a movie. These days, I'm channeling main character energy. I'm loving life. I'm enjoying life. I'm traveling. I'm creating. I'm loving this channel. And if you love this channel, please comment below. Say, I love this channel. No cap. So an example of main character energy, she walked into the room with such confidence. Definitely main character energy. I think Beyonce has main character energy. Anyone else you can think of who has main character energy? Let me know in the comments below. Sus. Sus. What does sus mean? Well, calling something sus means it's suspicious. Oh, wow. Suspicious is such a long word, Gen Z. So you decided to shorten it to sus? Okay, well, suspicious, sus. I'm a traditionalist. I'm going to stick with suspicious because sometimes I just like to sound like the queen. But hey, if I'm talking to you, Gen Z, I'm going to call you sus if I think that something you are saying is suspicious or questionable. That deal seems too good to be true. It's kind of sus. Do you think that Bitcoin is kind of sus? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, have you ever traded Bitcoin? Let me know. Ooh, flex. Flex. This reminds me of Popeye the sailor. After he eats spinach, he's flexing. So what does it mean to flex? Well, not flexing at the gym. Here, to flex means to show off, often in a boastful way. So, you know when people post all their vacation photos on Instagram, it's such a flex. I used to flex on Instagram just because I was having fun. But nowadays, I tend to keep things more private. Yeah, I'm really private, which is why I started a YouTube channel and have 10,000 of you amazing subscribers in under 6 months. So flexing means to show off, but it's in a boastful way. So I don't really flex, but there are lots of people, especially on Insta, who flex. OMG, did I just say Insta instead of Instagram? Oh, I'm becoming so Gen Z. Now, let's talk about social media, Insta and TikTok. One of the most significant shifts, well, it's the rise of TikTok. And yeah, I'm on TikTok too. But it's not just a platform for dance challenges. Well, because I can't really dance and I'm not going to do that. But it's a breeding ground for new language. Phrases like main character energy have become common in conversations, just showing just how influential this platform is in shaping modern language. You know, TikTok is really where Gen Z's linguistic creativity really shines. And you know, on that note, I'm going to stop criticizing Gen Z language and I'm going to embrace it because you know what? Once upon a time, Shakespearean English was also new and we embraced it. So come on, let's open our minds and give Gen Z a chance. Now, I want to answer some questions that ESL students like yourself might have about Gen Z terms. For example, how do I know when to use these words? Or are these terms appropriate in formal settings? Well, here's what you need to know. When is it appropriate to use Gen Z slang? These words are mostly used in informal settings with friends or online. In formal or professional environments, it's better to stick to standard English. Next question, good one. How do I keep up with new slang? Well, follow social media platforms like TikTok or Instagram or Insta, where these terms often emerge. Also, watching TV or movies that are popular with Gen Z can help, so check out Netflix. Can I use these terms even if I'm not Gen Z? Well, I'm clearly not Gen Z. So can I use these terms or do I sound, what was it, chuggy? Like I'm trying too hard? Well, what's the answer to that question? Can I use these terms even if I'm not Gen Z or will I sound chuggy? Am I using that correctly? Gen Z, let me know. Well, I would say, yeah, absolutely. Language is for everyone. And using these words can make your English feel more current and relatable. Just be mindful of the context. But you know, if you really want to connect with Gen Z, with the younger generation, with more people, then just like you learning English, you also have to learn idiomatic language. You also have to learn Gen Z language. So, Gen Z is undeniably changing the way we communicate, blending creativity with technology to reshape English for the digital age. And creativity, that's the word I'd like us to focus on. They are being creative. So hats off to you, Gen Z. I love it. No cap. See, I'm being honest. But hey, whether you love it or you hate it, understanding this evolution is crucial as we navigate the future of communication. It may not be your cup of tea, but you can't really fight it. Now, I'd like to know, what's your favorite Gen Z slang? Drop it in the comments and don't forget to check out my other videos on language trends. Hey guys, here's to 10,000 amazing followers and many, many more to come. Thank you. I'm your host, Nas, native English speaker, SALTA certified, and just a fun fact, there are less than 10,000 people living in my Mediterranean village. So I've got more subscribers than the population of my town. That blows my mind. Yeah, I said it, less than 10,000 people in my village. No cap. Yeah, check out how I use that. Thank you guys for watching. Ciao.